Hello, and this is a game I made myself. And see on the right hand side, there's quite a bit that I did. Let me just scroll to the bottom so you can see how many lines it took. It took 609. And this entire game took me about 4 months. And realize some of the stuff, like the set interval, first time ever using it, and like most of this stuff I did was trial and error. And yes, as you can see, it's a cookie clicker clone. So I named it Apple Picker, and this was a final I did in my AP Computer Science and Principles class, and I ended up getting an A. So I feel like it's a good enough project. So this thing, the color changer for the background, this took so long to do. So of course I'm gonna show it off. Uh, Especially the rainbow function and the random function. I'm actually going to stop the rainbow and just have it go slowly. This game is extremely heavy on all computers. When it came to playing it on an actual desktop, it ran so slowly. So all this code on the right side, you can't see it, but I'm pointing to it. All that code is so much for computers to think about. So, clicking. I don't know if you can hear it. It's a clicker game. Ooh, hey, a shop in the original text of writing shop. I guess, I don't know. And there it goes, automatically doing it. No, well, yeah, don't have 20 yet. There we go. There we go. I'm getting 2. And this game's better for mobile, funnily enough. It has its things if you're playing it on computer, like you're able to mash the keyboard to get apples, or and rather, you're able to hover over things to see what they do. Hire Granny Smith to pick your apples. She picks 5 times faster than you. Better kick yourself into gear. I've already gotten this upgrade, turn dirt into apples. Scientists have figured out how to reform dirt into apples. Gives you 50 per second, which is pretty good. Oh yeah. Apples equals MC squared. Scientists have finally learned that all energy wants to take form as apples. Get 250 per second. It took me hours to figure out what I wanted to write for those. And days, technically. It's because 4 months, what are you going to do? But yeah, no. I found it takes about, if you're playing this game at the most efficient way, in the most efficient way, like mashing the keyboard, clicking as well, doing everything at the exact same time, having all the upgrades as quickly as possible, it takes about 20 to 30 minutes to finish. Quote unquote finish. But yeah, since I'm kind of okay at coding, which I plan to go to school for and learn how to actually do as a job, plan for that at least. I didn't know how to make it go on to a level 2. I didn't want to copy and paste all this into a new one, because that's 600 lines of copy and paste. Like one of these. Hold on, let's see. So there's the bottom at 561. There's the top at 485. Here's the bottom of this one, 484. Yeah, you're not supposed to scroll when the game's playing, but I'm doing it because it's at risk of my own Chromebook. And it's a Chromebook, so what am I going to do? Oh, there we go. And it ends at 208. You can do the math. Those things are quite expansive, and they take a while to copy and paste. I've crashed an entire site because for our project we had to copy and paste all the code into its own PDF file, and I crashed the site not once, not twice, but 4 times. I can go hours and hours about talking about this thing because it's my baby. I made it. I'm so proud of it. I will put a link in the description so you can play it for yourselves if you really want. But yeah. If you hear the spastic tapping in the background, that's me trying to add up the score. But sometimes it errors if I click on the right side. And the issue is I clicked on the right side. Also, here's a fun little oddity. I don't know if you could see the actual tabs, but if you took a look to the left of the Apple Picker tab, every time I click, let's say H, when I'm tapping H, the mouse jumps up into the top left. But yeah, no, every time I tap it, I'm holding the mouse at the apple right now. So yeah, that's a weird oddity that this game spawned. Oh yeah, finally, splitting apples. It's like splitting atoms, but not. It's like splitting the head of the Hydra. There we go. Because when apples are split, it creates 2 whole apples. 2 whole apples. All apples production doubled. So basically, you cut all of your apples in half, and it doubles. So it's just times 2. Space apples. Apples from Mars. Where else would it come from? Neptune? Pfft. That's where blue raspberries come from. Oh yeah, sour apples. They're just the energy it takes to make normal red apples. It takes way less to make green. Or way more, rather. Basically, I was having a terrible day. Couldn't think of a better thing to make it. So 450. Still kooky. Alright, now time to spam space apples and splitting apples. And if I really wanted to, I could pull up this debug menu as it does so. I can check count, which is the number being displayed there. Auto, which is the number of apples I'm getting every second. And then time if I really wanted to, but I don't personally. Because that number changes every 1.5 seconds. Yeah. I tried hard with this game. It is. I do love this game. It is. I know that sounds a bit narcissistic, but 4 months of my time spent in school was on this game. In every class, except for, of course, gym. every class I had the chance to, I played this game. And or not played it, I coded this game. Most of the stuff was either in German class during the actual class, my AP Comp Sci, or during my lunch hour, which I went to the Comp Sci class, to a Comp Sci class, not an AP Computer Science. So I was quite a bit of help in that class. Helped out people in my class and that class. People told me I should be a teacher for this shit, but whatever. Yeah, this is just the game. I took many hours, or I spent many hours on it, on coding it, and it took hours out of my day. And I'd stay up like at 1 a.m. being like, no, I gotta finish this. I want to do this. I need to make it the best thing ever. Just typing out all the commands. Like, if parentheses, and then a bunch of times, apparently. But, all that stuff. The intervals, the set intervals, are bitches to type out. I hate them so much sometimes. Also, that is a thing. The news. I vote Apples to be the president of Apples to be the planet's representative. That's it. Yeah. It's been so long. I started the project in February on the 27th, and it carried all the way over to May, almost the end of the month as well. Like 20th-ish area. Here we go. Finally, the Tier 2 shop. The beginning of the end, this isn't even my final form. Now, I was an idiot. I wrote out different numbers, making this one seem better than this one. No, I'm just stupid. The first one is actually smaller than the second one. It looks like it's bigger. It might be bigger. I don't know. This is the Tier 2 shop. Anything can happen. So, gotta spawn those in. Ooh, yeah. This is where the game really lags. It is best if you turn off this. Back to game. But yeah, this game is now running slowly. I click the shop now. I go down to splitting apples. There we go. Click that now. There we go. So yes, it is getting very taxing on this thing. So I'm going to leave that here. If you want to find out that last upgrade that you can do, it's a pretty good one too. Spend hours figuring out how to do it. Go ahead and play this game yourself. It'll be in the description, promise you. But that is it. I am signing off. Any other generic way of saying bye that all YouTubers say. What else? There's also have a great and wonderful day, night, and day, evening, and night. I don't know. Later.